Hey there, and welcome to your grammar video for Unit 1, Purple Reading. In this lesson, we're going to talk about modals and semi-modal verbs. Let's get started. A few things you'll need to know to better understand this lesson is what is a modal verb. You'll also need to remember the structure of modal verbs, so modal plus base verb. You'll also need to know the meaning of the following words: advice, likelihood, necessity, speculation and possibility, as well as conclusion. If you don't know what these words mean, take a moment to pause the video, look them up, and then come back. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about modals. As a reminder, modals are one word. For example, should, must, may, might, could, and can. We'll also talk about semi-modals, or modals that have more than one word, like ought to, had better, have got to. We've studied modals a lot before, so you should remember that modals are used with base verbs. Modals change the meaning of the base verb, and modals have different jobs. In this lesson, we're going to talk specifically about advice, likelihood, necessity, speculation, and conclusion. So you should remember from before what advice is. As a reminder, advice is simply an opinion or suggestion of something that a person should do. That person can decide if they want to follow the advice or not. For example, we have our sentence structure. So we start with the subject, then the modal or semi-modal, followed by the base verb. Here we have a few examples. Pause the video and have a look. Some other rules you'll need to keep in mind when you use modals of advice. First, for negatives, we use shouldn't or had better not. Don't use ought to in the negative form. Also, for questions, we use should plus subject plus base. For questions using the modals of advice, you do not use ought to or had better in questions. You also need to remember had better is a modal of advice, but there's an extra meaning to this modal. If you choose not to follow the advice with the modal had better, I will be angry. Don't change had better for tense or subject. It is always had better. Again, take a moment, pause the video, have a look at the examples, practice writing some sentences of your own. We'll also be discussing likelihood in this lesson. As a reminder, likelihood talks about something that will probably happen in the future, but it isn't 100% certain. Again, usually there's some information that helps you make this guess. Our sentence structure to use modals with likelihood, start with the subject, then the modal, the semi-modal, and then the base verb. Again, here we have some examples. Pause the video and have a look. Another rule you'll have to keep in mind when using modals to discuss likelihood is for questions, we'll start with the modal should, followed by the subject, and then the base verb. We do not use ought to in questions. Necessity is something that you must do. If you don't do it, there will be serious problems. In English, we have modals must, have to, and have got to talk about necessity. Your statements, again, start with the subject, followed by the modal or semi-modal, and then the base verb. Pause the video, take a look at the sentence structures. Again, you must also keep in mind that must not in the negative form means negative necessity, something you cannot do. Don't or doesn't have to, and haven't, hasn't got to, well, there's a choice. It's okay to do it or to not do it. The word have and have to can be used in any tense and should follow tense rules. So for example, if we use have to in the past, we need to change it to had to. Present, we have or has, and in the future, we can say will have to or be going to have to. The word have and have got to can only be used in the present tense. As a reminder, have got to connects with subjects I, you, we, and they, and has got to connects with he, she, and it. Again, take a moment, pause the video, practice writing a few statements using modals of necessity. So speculation is something similar to possibility. Again, here we're guessing the answer without having all of the information. Sentences of speculation are less certain than likelihood. In English, we'll use modals may, might, and could to talk about speculation. Our sentence structure, again, start with the subject, followed by the modal or the semi-modal, and then the base verb. Here we have some examples. Pause the video, have a look at the examples. A few more things you'll need to keep in mind. For sentences of speculation, we only use may not or might not in the negative. We don't use couldn't for sentences of speculation. That changes the meaning. Now, a conclusion is simply the final thought or the fact that you've learned after looking at all the information. In English, we'll use modals must, have to, have got to, cannot, and could not to talk about a conclusion. Our sentence structure, again, start with the subject, then the modal or semi-modal, followed by the base verb. Here we have 3 examples. Take a moment to pause the video and have a look. A few other rules you'll have to keep in mind. Must and must not can both be used for conclusion, but have to and have got to can only be used in the positive. Don't use the negative form in conclusion sentences. You'll also need to remember that cannot and could not should only be used in negative for conclusion sentences, where the final decision is that something is impossible. Again, take a moment to pause the video. Practice writing a few statements using the modals of conclusion. Now, we have the same modals, but they're used for different jobs. For example, we have modals of advice and likelihood using should and ought to. As a reminder, advice is something a person should do, like your opinion. You should study more. You shouldn't be late anymore. This is a problem. And likelihood? Well, this is something you think will happen based on the information you were given. So I studied a lot, so I should do well on the test. Again, we think if you study a lot, it's likely you will do well. I shouldn't be late for class because I left my house at 7. Class starts at 8, and it only takes me 20 minutes to get to the PYD. Again, in this example, we have a lot of information that tells me it's not likely you'll be late. For necessity and conclusion, we can use similar modals like must, have to, and have got to. However, we have to remember that necessity means something a person must do. For example, it's too expensive in Riyadh. I have to move to a cheaper city. Whereas there, in a conclusion, it's something that you decide is fact after looking at the information. So again, after looking at prices in both cities, I realized Al-Hassa must be cheaper than Riyadh. We have something that leads me to believe that this is a fact. So just to review, again, for modals, to give advice, we use should, ought to, or had better. To talk about likelihood, we can use should and ought to. Whereas when we want to talk about necessity, we use must, have to, and have got to. If we want to speculate about something, we'll use modals may, might, and could. And in a conclusion, we'll use the modals must, have got to, cannot, and could not. Again, a few tips to keep in mind as you take your exams and quizzes. We use had better for advice, may, might, and could for speculation, cannot and could not in a conclusion, should or ought to for advice or likelihood, must, have to, and have got to are used for necessity or conclusion. Don't worry, on an exam, you will not have to choose between necessity or conclusion. Likelihood and speculation are really similar, but they have different modals. Just remember which modals go with which job. Now, let's take a practice quiz. As always, pause the video, answer all the questions, then hit the play button and we'll talk about your answers. Question 1. You blank play with your phone while you drive. You could kill someone. Again, here there's a serious problem if you do it. So D, must not, is the answer. Question 2. We ordered 40 sandwiches and I think 35 people are coming. There blank be enough food. Again, here it's likely that we have enough food because we have 40 sandwiches and only 35 people. So B, ought to, is the correct answer. Question 3. After tasting every kind of cookie in the store, I decided that Oreo's blank be the best cookie ever. Again, here we have some information that leads me to believe that something is true or conclusion. So A, must, is the correct answer. Question 4. Students had better study grammar before the quiz. In this statement, we're giving some advice. You'll remember to give advice, we use modals should, ought to, and had better. Question 5. I couldn't remember if I had seen that movie before, so I did some research. I decided I cannot have seen it, but I think I will watch it soon. Again, here, cannot have, we have the conclusion. So D is the correct answer. And as a reminder, for conclusions, we use modals must, have to, have got to, cannot, or could not. Question 6. We have a lot of fun plans for the vacation. We ought to have a great time. Again, here I have some information, and I think that it's likely that we'll have fun because of fun plans. So C, likelihood, is the correct answer. You'll also remember that modals should and ought to are used for likelihood. In speculation, we use modals may, might, and could. That's it for this lesson. As always, I hope it was useful. Class dismissed.